Hey guys, my name's Haley. Welcome back to the Disney Cupcake channel. Welcome to episode 3 of my Disneyland and Disney World comparison videos. Today we're going to be talking about It's a Small World, so let's get started. So if you guys have not seen my other comparison videos, make sure to go check them out because I have talked about Fantasyland already. I've talked about Winnie the Pooh and Peter Pan. I'll leave those linked down below if you guys like to check those out. But we are going to be staying in Fantasyland again today, talking about It's a Small World. So let's start with the exterior of the It's a Small World attraction. At Disneyland, the attraction is all outside. It is absolutely beautiful. When they light it all up at night, it looks amazing. At Walt Disney World, it's like hidden inside of a building. You have to go in the building and then you see the big It's a Small World like whole little setup. Very, very cute. It's all indoors though. Disneyland also has the clock, and it has all the figures pop out every once in a while, which is really, really cool to see. Also at Disneyland, it is really nice how that whole corner, that whole little section is all It's a Small World themed, with all the little snack carts and the little gift shop as well, where at Disney World, it's really small. So looking at the actual queue itself, at Disneyland, you are all outside, but it is shaded. You get to look at the beautiful building, and there are topiaries everywhere. The line at Disney World, you are indoors, so it is a little bit air conditioned, and there's not really too much to look at. You get to see the original like It's a Small World building, but it's definitely not as beautiful as the one in Disneyland. Both It's a Small World in Disneyland and at Walt Disney World, they both have fast passes, which is really, really helpful. The waits don't get too bad. Every once in a while it'll be kind of crazy, but the waits in general are pretty good. So looking at the actual ride system, it is a boat ride, but in Disneyland you board outside in the whole beginning, and the last little part of the ride is all outside, which is really, really nice. The ride system is the exact same at Walt Disney World, but the whole attraction is inside. One really cool thing about Walt Disney World's It's a Small World attraction is that there is a little Pinocchio themed restaurant that looks into the It's a Small World like queue and like whole loading area, so that's pretty cool to see the attraction while you're eating. So now talking about the actual ride itself, at Disneyland while you're on the attraction, you can see where like the whole boat part ends, if that makes sense. You're in this like little like track, and you can just see like all of like the water right there, which means when you look at the figures, if you like look down anywhere, you can see all of the mechanical stuff, which was really, really disappointing because you just saw wires everywhere. It was kind of crazy. Where at Walt Disney World, the water is like the whole thing basically, and you're like in a little track that you don't see, which is really nice. But the one thing I really did like about Disneyland's is how they had the Disney characters inside of all of the little countries to wherever they fit. It was really, really cool to see them kind of incorporated in there. And if you weren't really looking for them, you may not really notice, but it was really, really cool to see all of the characters in their It's a Small World like art. So some of the characters that they have in It's a Small World at Disneyland are Ariel, the Lion King, Finding Nemo, Alice in Wonderland, Lilo and Stitch, the Toy Story characters, Peter Pan, and there are so many more. So I would definitely ride It's a Small World at Disneyland. It is really, really cool to spot all of the hidden Disney characters in there as well. But a lot of the animatronics at Disneyland were broken, which was kind of weird. And I'm sure that happens all the time, especially at Walt Disney World too. It may have just been the time that we were going through there, because the second time that we rode it, we saw that some of those characters were gone or were fixed. So I'm sure it happens a lot. There are a lot of animatronics in It's a Small World in both parks, so I'm sure that happens a lot, but the few times we rode it at Disneyland, you could definitely see a lot more were broken than any of my experiences at Disney World, but again, I'm sure that happens a lot at both places. Another cool thing about the one at Walt Disney World is that if you have your Magic Band on, sometimes at the end of the ride, you'll get to see your name pop up on the screen, which is really, really cool, but sometimes it doesn't work, or sometimes the screens aren't really on, so it's kind of a hit or miss if that works or not, and it doesn't work very often. I've maybe ridden it once or twice where it's actually worked, so that's just kind of a cool little detail that they're working on, but again, sometimes it doesn't work. So another really great thing about the one in Disneyland is that you do get set into a store at the end, and this is a store that you can easily avoid whenever you walk through there. It's a nice small little store, so you can just walk right out with actually having to like go through all of the craziness of the store itself. But it's really cool to see all of the It's a Small World merchandise in there. While at Walt Disney World, It's a Small World is one of the few rides that do not dump you into a gift shop. So if you see that as a plus or a minus, that's really up to you. But if you are looking for It's a Small World stuff at Disney World, you really have to hunt around for it. There's no specific spot to get It's a Small World items. So now for the conclusion. I've had pluses and minuses to both of the attractions. Disneyland having the amazing outdoor area and having all the Disney characters in it, where at Walt Disney World we've seen the animatronics working for sure. The bad thing about Disneyland was we could see a lot of the wires. Like, if Disney World had the whole outdoor craziness and it had the Disney characters in it, I definitely say Disney World wins for sure. I did not like the whole track part of the Disneyland one, because again, you could see like the stuff you're not supposed to see. So I don't really know. Like, if I did not look at that kind of stuff and the animatronics were working like for sure, like really good, I definitely say that Disneyland wins. And I've seen for Christmas time, I've seen pictures of them decorating that so beautifully. So I guess I'm saying Disneyland. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. Which It's a Small World in the United States is better. I want to hear your opinion down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you guys do not miss any of my comparison videos. If there's any certain ride you guys like me to talk about, make sure to leave it down below and I will get to that again as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do what you love and do what makes you happy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!